Hey guys, it's me, it's Sean. Today I actually wanted to talk a little bit about some of the Path's story, and I know that you have either read some of it on the website with Akenta, or you've read some of it about Ayena and their story. We even have a book that's going to be coming out here soon. We're actually going to be giving away the first chapter for free that you can read about Paths, and you can read all the lore and the story behind it, and that's actually kind of what I'm here to talk about today. Is it's something that kind of seems to be overlooked for some reason, and I really think that people need to know about this story and why it's so important to the game, but most of all, where you're going to see it in the next 10 years, because you will. This story is very long. We've had so much time sunk into it. It's been 12 years. It's been a very, very long time that this story has just been building um, from many thoughts, even when I was just some teenage kid who was, you know, doing my school stuff and being a punk. The story is it's very long and deep for those who are like Warcraft fans, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars fans. You'll be able to relate. For others, maybe not so much, but maybe you'll find interest in it. Um, but I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit more about just this one small piece of paths that hasn't really been shared yet, and something about paths that not many people know about, uh, especially as of lately. Excuse me, I got like a cold going. But is that in the world of paths, we have many different races, which you've seen. You've seen the Tuskar, you've seen the elves, you've seen the orcs, you've seen um, the Senzai, you've seen the vampires, and the Paradisians, and the Bjorn, and soon the Duanine, and the dwarves, and you've seen all these, pretty amazing races. And two that I'm actually going to touch on today is talking about the coursers and the humans and uh, what they are. Now, I thought a video would be better to talk about this instead of just a me writing this out, which I will, of course. But I felt like maybe this may have more of a connection somehow to those who may not necessarily read a whole lot. But the coursers are um, they are literally anthropomorphic canines, and they take after their look is more of a Saluki, which is based on a real dog, so it's pretty cool. However, they also have a human form. They have their human form, so they shapeshift back and forth. And then there's actually humans. So in the world of Adia, which is the name of the planet in Paths, the word human actually means defect, and the defected are not a part of coarser society. So when a human is born and they only have a human form, they are defected. They're human, and they are sent to go live in this place called the Asadi Plains, which is with the other humans. Um, and that is where the alliance of the Senzai and the human come into play. But most humans do not know their biological families if they weren't born in the Asadi Plains, and if they were born in a place called Nathandra Kingdom, which is where a lot of these coursers live. But most of the time, if they were born in Nathandra Kingdom by courser parents, they'll never know who their biological parents are. More importantly, they'll never know who their own siblings are. So when you play through the story, and or when you even just play the game in general, the trading card game, and soon the RPG, and lots of other things that we got coming out for Paths, it's that one small piece that you'll see more of, like brother versus brother, because they won't even know that they are brothers. Um, the three factions are forming, and if you haven't been to the website, you should definitely go to the website, and you'll see the three different factions of the Kinsworn and the Reformists and the Society. And in the Kinsworn, the humans play a role in that, and in the Society, that's where the Coursers are. They're technically the noble race of paths and all of Adia. So I thought, that might be a cool piece to know, as, wars are going to be waged upon in the game, and you're going to continue through the story. So that's kind of just like a small piece of knowledge of human. The word human actually means defect in Adia. They, of course, wear it with pride. The humans do. But they are not also your royal, noble-based race either, like we all know. Humans and paths are very tribal. They have technologies. When I say technology, they have swords and armor and other things too that they could scrap together, but they do not have amazing blacksmiths or council chambers or things of that sort. They live in huts, just like the Tuskarr, or in long wood homes like the elves, which the elves surprisingly are also very tribal. They're kind of barbaric. They're not your typical elf either. So, and then the Senzai are very tribal as well. They live on the Asadi plains, like I'd mentioned as well, and most of theirs is based on shape-shifting, kind of shamanesque feel. But with that said, I felt like that was kind of a cool gold nugget that maybe you should know and think about when you're playing this game, and kind of how different it is, where even our orcs, the orcs and paths, are not your standard orc where they're green and savage and barbaric and want to arm wrestle with you every time they see you. They they're very noble. In fact, the leader of the orcs, the race as a whole, he's a part of the paladins called the Lightforge, and his name is Danelkar. And in fact, he's going to be our new hero that you will see coming out here very soon. So keep an eye out for that, and just be ready. I'll be posting more of these videos, more mini things about the lore. You can actually read Akenta and Ayena's lore right now on the website at pathtcg.com, and I really urge you to go. I encourage you to go and read the lore, read the story, because the story is massive and it's so vast. It's huge. This story is not. Paths is not one of those games where we're putting out the game just to play the game. Now, we love the game. Don't get us wrong. We love the trading card game. We're gonna love the RPG. But Paths, it means so much more than that, and the story is just so rich. And as we continue to put more out, you'll see that. So anyway, I encourage you, go to the website, go read about Akenta, go read about Ayena, go read about the heroes. When we get chapter 1 out of the first book, go read that. Go read the summaries about the lore and the story. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask, and we'll be here. Bye.